Hi guys, today I did this colorful orange eye makeup look for spring, and I have really been into that color for this season, from everything from my shoes to my clothes and my makeup, of course. I've just been really seeing it everywhere and I love it. I think it's just a really sunny, cheerful color. And so I did want to get creative and do a makeup look using orange, but I knew that it was kind of going to be a challenge just because it's not a color that I wear a lot. And when you start mixing different colors together, especially when they're very bright, a lot of times it's easy to come out with a very muddy look, something that's just overdone. So I wanted to keep it very, very simple and just bright and fresh looking. Yeah, so if you want to see what I came up with, then just keep watching. So the bright orange eyeshadow we're going to be using is going to look a lot nicer if the skin on your eyelid is evened out. So I'm going to use my MAC Painterly Paint Pot, which is a cream eyeshadow that matches my skin tone, and just apply that with my finger all over my eyelid and all the way up to my eyebrow. You don't want to use too much of whatever product you're using for that step because we're layering two cream eyeshadows, but it's really going to make sure that our orange eyeshadow is really bright as well because it's kind of a lighter, we're layering a lighter shadow underneath of our orange shadow. And for the orange color, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Color Tattoo 24-Hour Eyeshadow in Fierce and Tangy, and this is the prettiest orange color. It's like a tangerine with golden shimmer running through it. Start tapping it onto my lid, right into the center of my lid, and you can see by layering that Painterly Paint Pot underneath, you get a much brighter look than you normally would, than it looks in the pan, or in the pot, I should say. So I'm going to keep tapping that shadow all over my lid until it's pretty much covered. You can bring it all the way in too, because we're going to be applying a lighter shadow in there, and all the way up through my crease. And don't worry if it doesn't look perfectly even. I'm going to blend it out with a large fluffy brush, and you want to make sure you work kind of quickly because it is a long-lasting eyeshadow, so it will dry pretty quickly. And this is a large fluff E50 brush from Sigma. I'm just going to turn it horizontally like this and blend out that shadow just to make sure it fades up really evenly. I'm going to apply some more of that orange color to the lower lash line in a second, but for now I'm going to use my Benefit Eye Bright pencil, which is just a really creamy pastel pink, and apply that to my lower lash line. If you don't have this product, you could use just a white eyeliner if you want to. Just make sure you do this step prior to applying mascara because some of this lighter color will get in your lashes. Then going back to my Fierce and Tangy eyeshadow, I'm going to use an E20 smudge brush from Sigma. Actually, this is technically called a short shader brush from Sigma to apply it to my lower lash line. And I'm not bringing it all the way in, probably about just a little over halfway. Almost forgot, I'm going to use that Eye Bright again as a highlight right underneath the arch of my brow, and I just blend that out with my finger. This is a pretty no fuss look. And this is Dazzle Light by MAC. This is one of my favorite eyeshadows from MAC. It does have a trace of pink in there as well, so I think that it's just a really nice natural color. And I'm just going to apply that using my large E50 brush again, just all around the outside of the orange. And pick up an E70, this is an angled brush, and apply it into the inner corner too. We just want to keep it looking really sunny. And this color looks so pretty when you brush a little bit of it over top of the orange, and you can even take some more and layer it on top of whatever eye bright kind of crept down into the tear duct area to look really pretty. And this is pretty much it. This is a really simple look. I just want to add a tiny bit of definition in the crease. Something that kind of looks like a natural shadow, so it's not too much with this bright orange. So I'm going to use Wedge, which is a really great neutral eyeshadow, and it's just kind of a muted, very neutral brown. And on an E25, this is an E25 travel blending brush from Sigma. I'm just going to very lightly just going to swirl that into the outer V, and you can bring it down to meet the lash line a little bit. You just want to remember you don't want this to be too dramatic, especially because I think it's difficult to start pairing different colors together when it comes to orange because you don't want it to look too muddy. So this is a color that's just going to look very natural and almost look like a natural shadow. I'm just going to use my Maybelline Master Precise eyeliner pen. So I'm just going to make a really flirty wing in the outer corner so it keeps it really nice and feminine looking and kind of playful. I'm just going to start by very subtly lining my eye. By laying this eyeliner pen on its side. Just pull out a little wing and then just draw a straight line from the outer corner into the center of my eye. And that's going to give you kind of a thicker, more flirty wing, I guess. You're left with something that looks like that. And the mascara I'm using is my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. This is definitely one of my favorites. My all-time favorites. I think I might do an updated mascara video pretty soon because I haven't done one in a really, really long time. So I'm just going to apply a few coats of this. Okay, as far as the rest of my face, I was going for a sun-kissed, really fresh look for spring, and I thought it would be a little monotonous to do peachy toned colors on the rest of my face just because I do have orange on my eyes, so I went with pinks instead. But first, I'm going to apply a little bronzer, and I have a new one that I've tried a few times, and so far I really like this one. This is the Tarte Mineral Bronzer in Hotel Heiress. That's the name of the color. And it looks like that. It's a very, very deep color, but I like bronzers that have a little bit of a red tone because I think they look more natural, and even though I do have fair skin, I feel like this looks really natural. And I would normally apply this with a different brush just because I think this is an F50. This would be a little bit too big for such a deep shade on my skin. But until I find one that I like more, I'm just gonna use this one, but I'll let you guys know when I find a different brush. This is my Bella Bamba blush from Benefit. I love this color. It's a really pretty, almost like a watermelon pink. And I'm using my Sigmax F84 Angled Kabuki, and I'm applying that to the apples of my cheeks. This is a really pretty color. For my lips, I'm wearing my MAC lipstick in Fanfare, which I love this color. I think it's a really great natural looking pink. Sometimes I like to blend this one in with my fingers so it looks a little softer, and this is the perfect color to layer lip glosses on top because it just tones it down a little bit but you still get that pink shining through. I really love that color. I actually haven't worn that in a while, so I'm gonna have to wear that more often. This is my NARS Orgasm lip gloss, which is basically, sorry I didn't really show you, it's basically just a pink with golden shimmer running through it, and it does have a lot of shimmer, so usually I'll just apply it to the center of my lip like I do with most lip glosses. So thank you guys so much for checking out this tutorial, and I hope that you like this look. If you do, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!